So in our last slide of the decade, I want to focus on the year 1968, considered a very tumultuous year by many historians. The assassinations of the highly public figures like Martin Luther King and Robert Kennedy. The fact that a sitting president decides not to run for re-election, one who made that decision on political reasons that end up not being the case by the end of the year, primarily Kennedy running for office. We have protests and violence continuing in the country, particularly at the Democratic National Party convention in the summer of 1968. We have the Vietnam War in full escalation. Casualties are growing, protests are growing, controversies surrounding the military draft, and the fairness of that, who's being drafted, who's not, kind of the whole premise that if you were rich or connected, your kids didn't go. If you weren't, you went, and it was, really a hard war to fight. With LBJ and Kennedy no longer in the race for president in 1968, the presidential election came down to Richard Nixon and Hubert Humphrey. Nobody, I think, would have thought Hubert Humphrey would be the Democratic choice at the beginning of the year, but he was, by the end, the last man standing. Also, George Wallace, who runs in a minor party against the other two, and had actually become famous or infamous, however you look at it, in the civil rights movement in the 50s and early 60s as an opponent to integration in the South. He runs unsuccessfully against Nixon and Humphrey. And when all is said and done, Nixon wins the election, successfully running on a platform of the silent majority and law and order. On the law and order front, he promised to bring law and order to the chaos of the times. That really resonated in 68 because of all the craziness that was going on. And he also claimed that most Americans supported that over the protest and countercultural movements that were dominated in the media, that most, were the silent majority who just wanted calmness and law and order and weren't with the counterculture movement. And maybe some of that rang true in 68 as Nixon is elected president and getting the office back in the hands of the Republicans, which hadn't had it since Eisenhower. So as 1969 is ushered in with a Republican president, the first one since Eisenhower, the decade of protest, counterculture movements, civil rights, and Vietnam would yield to the 1970s, which is for next time, our next unit.